Oh my goodness, could it be a non-Call of Duty gameplay going up on YouTube? Yes, it is. What up, guys? Charlie Hustle here. We've got Halo Anniversary for you today, and this is a very special game because this is my very first game of Halo multiplayer. That's right. As you can see here, I'm in the options trying to figure out where the heck the buttons are to figure out how to kill some people in this game. So we're going to get through this, and we're going to go out there, and we're going to slaughter some people, because I am a Call of Duty beast. So I'm going to hop right in here and dominate this thing. Now, obviously, I didn't think like that. I know this game is difficult. I know it's different. I've heard that. And that's part of the reason that I actually decided to pick this up. If you guys didn't know, Halo has a big new release coming out this year for the franchise. It's Halo 4. It's very much anticipated. And it's coming out, I believe, in November is the tentative date that they gave. Actually, the first week of November. So, coming out just prior to Call of Duty, it's probably going to get a lot of play in the gaming community. So, I decided that I'd get my feet wet on this game first, try to learn what the heck I'm doing, so that way I can hop into that game and maybe be semi-proficient at it. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm learning my way through this game here. I decided that I would hop into this match here blind. I didn't watch any tips and tricks videos. I just hopped right in here and gave it a shot. So I'm sure you guys can pick apart a lot of things that I'm doing wrong. Obviously, I've got this rifle out here, which is just wrong. It shoots nothing but marshmallows. If you didn't know, what you want to do is you want to switch to your secondary, the Magnum. It's a beast of a gun in this game until you're able to work your way for power weapons. And if you're just a pure Call of Duty guy, power weapons are special weapons that are spawned throughout the map in certain intervals. They have things like rocket launchers and sniper rifles, plasma rifles, all sorts of fun little things to use, and you'll hear people using them throughout the gameplay. Not me, because I think I was struggling with the mechanic as far as how to pick up weapons. I just didn't know. Anyhow, but they can really help out a team if you're able to get your hands on one of those weapons. So that's a whole nother strategy to this game. So, coming from Call of Duty and hopping into Halo, what is the difference? Well, the main difference is that in Call of Duty, a gunfight is won or lost before the bullets are ever fired. So before you ever even see the other player, before you are able to start laying bullets on target, did you put yourself in a good position to engage someone? Do you have a good angle? Are you behind cover? Are you already aiming down sights or anticipating the location of that person? Or are you waiting until you see them and then trying to aim down sights and finish them off? So a lot of this is what goes into winning a gunfight in Call of Duty. It all happens before bullets are exchanged. In Halo, it's not necessarily the case. For this game, you can have bullets fired at you first and have shots landed by your opponent, but still be able to evade the gunfight and even the score and maybe even possibly come out on top. You see in Halo, your character has shields and has a significant amount of life. So you can see that they can take significant damage from most weapons in this gun, then leading to these longer drawn-out gun battles. And this is an interesting and fun alternative to Call of Duty. And I think it's actually really helping me enjoy Call of Duty more, having a break from that type of gameplay, changing things up as far as how I spend my free time and not just focusing on one game. There's also health packs in this game. I don't know where to find them, but I'm sure I'll learn that. So if you guys are Halo enthusiasts out there watching this video, if you can somehow stomach to get through this awful gameplay this far, and you see some things that could help me improve, just go ahead and post them in the comments. Let's get a good discussion about how to get good at Halo going there. We've had some good discussions with some of my other videos in the past. I really enjoy interacting with you guys that way, getting feedback on my little video productions here. So let's continue. There it is. Boom. My only kill the map. I hope you guys didn't miss it. So let's continue that trend with this video. send me some comments as far as how I can get better at this game. If there are some favorite directors out there as far as Halo goes, more so the tips and the tricks guys than the entertainment guys, send them to me, because I would really be interested in watching some Halo videos. That helped me out a whole lot with Call of Duty, so I'm sure it would be the same for this game as well. Since I recorded this video, I've had an opportunity to play with some friends, so they've been able to give me a couple tips and tricks, but I'm sure there's still a lot to learn. That was a silly move. Why'd I teleport back knowing that guy was gonna be there waiting for me? Oh, geez, I have a long way to go in this game. Halo, there's something else interesting about this game. It reminds me a whole lot of Unreal Tournament. If you remember the Unreal Tournament from it might have been late 90s when it came out, early 2000s, somewhere around there. This was the first video game, the first-person shooter that I really got into and played, let's say, at an unhealthy level. This was during my freshman year of college, and the guys on the floor would all open up the rooms to our dorm rooms, and would all open up the doors rather, and get in the lobby and start yelling through the hall at each other, talking trash, just having a great time. So I really got engaged with that game, and to tell you the truth, since moving over to Call of Duty, I kind of miss that action. And oh, just got stabbed in the head. Ouch. Since moving over to the Call of Duty franchise, I do miss that sort of gameplay. So this gives me a whole lot of that feel. Especially when you get into the maps with the armor proficiencies and you can get to throw in a jetpack. That reminds me of some of those zero gravity maps or low gravity maps in Unreal Tournament, and with the rocket launchers, just having a great time. So this gameplay is winding down here. Oh, there's something else about this game. With Call of Duty, just because of not necessarily the amount of gore, but just because the realism of it. You have two people shooting each other and one guy falling over in a very awkward manner, of course simulating death. I never liked my son to be watching that. He's 3, by the way, so it kind of was a no-no in our house to play the game, play Call of Duty, while Jack was paying attention to what I was doing on my screens. Now, if he was hanging out doing his own thing, hanging out with mommy downstairs, or maybe even spending some time up here just watching some cartoons or reading a book, then I felt perfectly fine hopping on my headsets on. It wasn't too invasive for him. However, this game, yeah, it does have its moments, like the hand-to-hand executions, and there's some maybe light splatterings of blood, but my son, I let him watch me play this, and he gets a kick out of that. I tell him they're robots, and if there's blood, I tell him it's oil, hydraulic fluid. So I let him watch this because they do look like robots. They are using silly things that only vaguely resemble guns. I think it's far enough removed from reality that it's not going to affect him too much. So I will let him watch on occasion. And actually, the other day, he was sitting on my lap and he was just saying some really, really funny things while I was playing. So for the next game, I decided to throw on the microphone and let him commentate for me. I haven't listened to the audio yet, but I'm hoping that it's just as cute as I think it is. It could be absolute garbage because he does tend to speak quietly. He doesn't really. At 3 years old, he hasn't quite mastered enunciation and proper diction, but we're working on that. So the recording may or may not be very good. There's only one way to find out. We'll give it a listen, and if I feel like it's entertaining, we'll post that up. I'm also going to commit to posting one Halo video a week, just so you guys can see the progress, see how I'm doing, see if I'm doing any better at this game. So there you go. 1 kill. Definitely cost my team the loss. Felt real bad about it. I'm over it now, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks.